Good morning. Welcome to Coffee and Tarot Time. I am the Queen of Wands. On my other platforms, I'm calling myself the Queen of Ice because in my neck of the woods, it is beyond freezing. It's just extremely cold where I am. So on my other platforms, I pick different topics to talk about. Sometimes I do the same thing here. And I wanted to share today the if it falls on your page is the reading for you. Not necessarily. I think that's a bunch of malarkey. I think if the reading comes to you, you have the opportunity to read it, to listen to it, and see if anything resonates. Now, that doesn't mean that everything has to resonate. Sometimes it's just a little piece in there that has to resonate. Sometimes nothing resonates. There's a lot of people who I'm reading for. Remember, if you subscribe to me or whatever, I'm kind of picking up your energy. And it does make a difference if you comment, like, and all that stuff. Think of it like you're putting part of you into my channel. So the more you do that, the more I pick up your energy. Make sense? So I think when they show up on your page, it's not really this angelic sign or anything like that. I don't believe that. I think it's more algorithm. And I think you should still listen to it because sometimes they do make sense. Sometimes they do. All right, so I've shuffled and laid out my Robin Wood deck. And the first card I have is the Six of Swords. Okay. Swords are all about our thought process, okay? They either make our day or they break our day. Our swords, our thought process can be the biggest high school bully we've ever met. And when we draw the Six of Swords, we always have to say to ourselves, okay, it's time I move away from this. Okay, it's time I move away from the conflict. And with the Six of Swords, you are definitely moving away from the conflict. If you look, you can see that this swan boat, whatever it is going from rough waters over to calm waters. And look a little bit harder, you see the star off in the distance. That tells us that you are going towards your wish. You are getting your wish. Now, the person navigating the boat here is in spirit form. So does that mean you're being spiritually guided? It could be, but I always take it as it's yourself. It's your higher source inside yourself. The person who's learned all these different things as far as life lessons, everything clicks. I always say to people, sometimes it takes a while for us to digest stuff. Okay. I mean, we can be going along, and then we're all of a sudden we're like, oh, that's what they meant. That's what they mean by that. Like, it takes a while, it's like learning that math problem. Like, your teacher shows you like 20 times and you're like, I can't pick it up. And then all of a sudden you go, oh, now I get it. Now I get it. No difference in life. Life is the same. So I think for a lot of you that you have the ability to kind of navigate yourself out of this kind of choppy sort of waters that you're in. And I do feel over the next few days, especially today is Thursday, you're going to see a certain problem you've had kind of easing up a little bit. Okay. And I like the higher source. I like higher sources helping you because that means you're growing. So that always means that no matter, because let's face it, it's not going to be one and done. There's always going to be some sort of conflict in life. And the more you learn how to handle it and move forward, the better you will be. And you'll feel more confident because you'll say to yourself, well, I've been through that. I can handle that. And I've done that myself 1,000 times. I had a couple little things over the last year. Like, I really was getting like, ooh, anxious and, oh, I got a lot and how could I do it? And then, I got to be honest with you. I thought back years, at one point I was a single mom having trouble supporting my kids and I go, I got through that. And I raised 3 great kids and I got through that. So I always go back to that part of my life where I found the strength and I say, girl, you got this. You've done well before. You can do well moving forward. So I think the same thing the same thing applies to you. It's so cold here. I can't even talk. Good thing I had oil delivered the other day. Everybody's like, oh, I'm burning through a tank of oil. Yeah, me too. Me and Luna are cold. So I like this for you. it brings you peace, but not only peace, something about security, because for some reason that person in the boat there feels like really comfortable and secure. And I think that's what you need. That's what you need. All right, everyone. This is Coffee and Tarot time. I am the Queen of Wands. Everyone, have a great Thursday.